Hello Sagittarius, and welcome to your November 2025 General Tarot Forecast for the whole month of November. Now, with me, Julie Poole. I forgot to say I was. Hello. Welcome or welcome back. It's tea and tarot time with Julie, so grab yourself a cuppa, put your feet up. Let's have a little look what's going on for my Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and cross-watching. And a very happy birthday, early birthday to my Sagittarius sons. Okay, right, November, we've got Mercury retrograde more or less the whole month, all right? It goes officially retrograde on the 9th, but it's already in shadow period. So reset, reboot, kind of reevaluate. As part of the moving forward, we sometimes need to just pause, stand still, look at where we are, look at where we've been, and look at where we're going, and then off we go again forward. Okay, let's have a little look then. So you've got the Knight of Wands. We have the Eight of Coins, the Worker card. Just getting them in the right place because all the other cards come off them. Okay, and the Ace of Cups. Nice. Okay. Page of Wands. The Fool in the middle of your reading. Oh, that's nice. Okay. The Seven of Wands. Keep showing up in that position. And the Eight of Cups. We are walking away from the old and we're ready to embrace the new. The Knight of Coins and the Lovers. Okay. Right, we've got some repeated cards here between you and Scorpio. So particularly if you're on the cusp, have a little look at that if it feels, if you feel drawn to it, all right? But this looks really good. I love the fact that we've got the Ace of Cups here. We've got a nice balance with wands and cups and coins. No swords, so we're not on our head. We're just trusting. We're going with the flow. And the Fool right in the middle. Wow. So we've got the Fool and the Lovers as your major arcana. Now, the Lovers can be talking about love, but it can also be talking about a decision. All right, so let's find out a little bit more. I want to just get your affirmations. Those are the Marchetti Tarot, by the way. These are from Hoping to Having affirmations for Sagittarius for November. Thank you so much. Okay. I am attracting increasing happiness into my world. Right, strong emphasis here on let's grow that happiness. These are the everyday spirit guide affirmation cards. For Sagittarius, please, what's the most appropriate affirmation for my Sagittarius? Thank you. Now, it's time to act. Just do it. Stop hesitating. All right, so we can see that with the Fool being in the center of your reading. Whatever card is in the center is the key energy for the month, okay? Because all the other cards are kind of influenced by what's in the middle. So this energy of the Fool, taking a leap of faith, trusting, moving yourself forward, blindly in some cases where you don't quite know where you're going. You just know you need to step forward and trust that the stepping stones will unfold, all right, or the rungs on the ladder, or any other of those kind of metaphorical suggestions. But this is all about a brand new beginning. And so it ties in perfectly, of course, to Sagittarius sons because it's coming into your birthday season. But this is an energy that we're all in, whatever sign that you are. We're all having this new beginning, and we're having it in a different emphasis, a different sort of push, depending on the star sign of where the emphasis is. Yeah. So what we've got here, this Fool, is all about I am trusting that I'm ready to go on my new journey. I kind of looking over everything and saying, yeah, let's move this forward. And I don't need to have all the answers. What I know is that I'm increasing my happiness and I'm doing it now. Okay, so we've got the Knight here, the Knight of Wands. We've also got the Knight of Coins. Now, Knights are action. So the Knight of Wands is a very fiery, determined, passionate, enthusiastic energy that you're pushing your way forward in terms of, right, I'm ready to live my best life. Now, he's also got the Page of Wands. So we've got the Page, then we've got the Knight, then we've got the Royals, but another wand. So Pages are the messengers. They bring news, they bring opportunities. That news might be that I came across this website, or I came across this video, or I came across this book or this conversation, and it opened me up to an opportunity that I want to go for. I want to walk through the door towards this new opportunity. In this deck, this is a new deck for me, by the way, the Marchetti Tarot. This is him leaving his cups behind and moving into a new space, very like the Fool. He doesn't quite know what's out there, but he knows he's heading towards the sun. So brighter, more positive, more uplifting, and happier, because that's the emphasis here. I am attracting happiness, increasing happiness into my world, and I'm doing it now. So what am I prepared to walk away from? What opportunities am I going to align myself with and investigate and find out? So the Knight of Wands is taking action on, where's my passion, my enthusiasm, my interest? It could be on your career or your business. It could be on your health. It could be on love. It could be on any area. But it's like, right, I'm bringing in this fiery passion to go for it. And because I'm going for it, I'm starting to align with creating those opportunities. So I'm not suggesting you just go quit your job and walk out the door and, let's hope for the best. We're opening up the opportunities, and we're ready then to walk through the door when those opportunities present themselves. So this could be you applying for a different job, going for a mortgage, something like that. And then when it all comes together, you'll be ready to move on. But you see, you're already aligned with the letting go here. Right at the beginning, it's like you're in this energy of like, yep, I'm ready for my greatest life, bring it on, let's go for it. And so you're already embodying that energy. You've already done the work. We've got the 8 of Coins here. So this could be to do with a job, all right, or a business, but this can also be about, I'm doing the work on myself and my alignment and my expertise, because he works hard, the 8 of Coins. He's very good at what he does. He's the expert. He is also diligent. He'll work late into the night to finish a project. He's on it. Because why? He's ready for his new beginning. We've got the Fool underneath him, and we've got the Knight of Coins. I want the security, the money, the stability, and I want it to be grounded. And I'm happy to do that work in order to reach that goal of that financial security. Now, the Knight of Coins is the slowest knight of the 4. Now, he is all about slow and steady wins the race. If I put the work in now to this new beginning, and I'm trusting that it will unfold and it will lead me to where I want to be, to where I want to go, and to lead me to financial success. So this might be, for example, that you start a course, a class, and you think, okay, it's not going to give you the money now, but when you complete that course or that class or that qualification, that thing that you're learning, that you're working on, that you're doing, then you will be able to bring the money in. You'll be able to increase the money based on the work you've done there. It's the same as if you were working, working hard at a job. In time, you may get a pay rise or a bonus or a promotion. It's same with the business. But this also plays out with relationships. The saying, you get out of life what you put into it. When you put the work into it, then it, gives you the results. So they're not always instant. So the Knight of Coins is saying, I've got a long-term goal here and I'm working towards it. And I'm prepared to put the work in, but it's involving a new beginning, and it's involving a lot of trust. So can I trust myself to move this forward towards my new beginning, Ace of Cups, which is happiness. Now this has come up for quite a few different signs, either the Ace of Cups or the Fool or the Ten of Cups. We're all of us in this energy where we desire and deserve more happiness, more flow, just more fulfillment, all right? That you can have the money, but without other things, it can feel a little hollow. We want to feel that fulfillment, don't we? So the Ace of Cups is surrounded by fish, and it always is in the tarot. Fish represent abundance and flow, and so that happiness wants to flow towards you and fill your cup, which we love. And so what you're doing with that Seven of Wands, you've made the decision, I'm off, I'm ready for my new beginning. And the Seven of Wands is the courage of your convictions, not backing down, boundaries, being strong in assertive, in I know what I want and I'm going for it. And not everybody will agree with me, and that's okay. That's okay. I don't mind, right? If people are going to say, well, what are you doing that for? Just stay where you are. You don't want to do that, do you? You're saying, yeah, I do. It's my life and this feels right for me. This is you asserting new boundaries and new determination. It feels very fresh, very new, and very now, okay? And then finally, we've got the Lovers card. So for some of you, this cup of happiness, this opportunity, could be for a new relationship, a new loving romantic relationship. For those of you coupled up, this can be injecting new energy into the relationship that you have. Yeah, because no relationship just goes along like that for 20, 30, 40, 50 years. It goes through ups and downs. But also what happens is as we grow and evolve, we can sometimes outgrow each other, and then we have to reconnect with who are you now? You're not the person I married 20 years ago, and neither am I. But it doesn't mean we have to get divorced. It means like, let's reconnect on the new person that we are now. So this is strong in terms of love and loving relationships, but it is about holding your boundary. This is who I am. This is what I want. This is what's important to me, and I'm not backing down. Now, for those of you single and open to love, this is take a leap of faith and go for it. All right, give it time to work towards a greater stability, but this can be fantastic for those of you, especially if you've been single a long time, to take that action with the Knight of Wands and go and start seeing somebody, start dating, join the online dating community or whatever it is for you. There is a new beginning on offer here. This is strong for love. All right, and now I don't do love readings, but if it shows up in the cards, we discuss it. This can be about work, career, this can be about home or love. Apply it to your own circumstances. But this is you taking action on your passion, opening up the opportunities, being prepared to walk through that door into a new beginning, to do the work and to stick to that. Don't back down. If it doesn't work out the first time, try again. So strong for love, but the Lovers is also about decisions, choosing between this or that. And it's saying, which one is right for me? So because we've got happiness on the table here twice, with the Ace of Cups, and the affirmation of attracting increasing happiness into my world, then what we're doing when we're asking ourselves that choice decision that I need to make, what does my heart say, and which one of those decisions is taking me closer towards increased happiness and which one is taking me away from it? Because it's time for us to be happier, and that is what we are aiming for here. Okay, let's see if we can find out some more. I'm going to clarify with the, what are they called? Tarot Grand Lux, another new deck. Okay, all righty. Tell me more for Sagittarius for November, please. Tell me more for my Saggies. Let's have a look at this Knight of Wands. We've got the Hermit. So I want you to go within yourself and into your own light. This is a Virgo card. I want you to bring your attention into your inner wisdom, your inner light, and your inner knowing, and ask yourself, where is my passion and power and drive and determination, and how can I unleash it, is the word they're giving me. Unleash it. All right, we've all got that passion inside us, but sometimes it can feel a little bit dormant, like our zing and zang has got up and run away, and it's like, how can we get it back? The Hermit is bringing that awareness into yourself, and perhaps for some of you, you just need a little bit of time out, because the Hermit is a card of aloneness. Just having 5 minutes, it doesn't have to be a lifetime, just taking some time for you to figure things out. and then you reset, and then you're ready for those opportunities to open up. Let's have a look at this Page of Wands then. What is this opportunity? Well, hello, we've got the Chariot. Major Arcana card of victory, success, forward movement. The brakes are off. We're ready to go. Let's do it. Yeah, so you're really in this very strong energy of show me my new life. I'm ready. Let's do it. Tell me about the Eight of Cups. Two of Swords. All right, so this is what I call the I don't know card. So what am I leaving behind? Not quite sure at the moment. What am I moving into? Not quite sure right now. It's saying, right, do I need all the answers before I set the intention and set the energy free to be able to move towards my best life? Or do I just open up and trust? And that's what the Fool is saying. I'm just going to take a leap of faith and put one foot in front of the other and just go for it. You don't have all the answers right now with that Two of Swords. She's blindfolded. She can't see clearly. But this is where we step into the Hermit energy and we start to find our answers within. And those answers will come. All right, how else can we find these answers, please? Ten of Wands. Look at where the burden is. Look at where the struggle is. You know, we're so busy on the merry-go-round of life. You know, we're so busy and tired. We don't have time to sort of stop and just review. And that's the benefit of Mercury retrograde. It's saying slow down, stop. Let's have a little look at where is it heavy and hard? What can I do to release that? What can I do to move on from that? Because remember, in this Eight of Cups is the walking away from the heaviness, the burden. So examine your life and say, where is it hard and heavy and how can I leave that behind? All right, what are we working on here with this Eight of Coins? The Wheel of Fortune. You're working on your fortune, you're working on timing, you're working on allowing. The Wheel of Fortune is destined, fated, meant to be. It's karmic cycles, it's justice, it's everything coming around, all right? And sometimes, especially in Mercury retrograde, it's coming around again for us to have a little look at it, to say, oh yeah, I'm really glad I let that go. And, oh, you know, that's quite useful. I might keep that. It's looking at everything and then you'll be able to move forward. So November, the wheel is turning in your favor. You are moving forward and you're moving forward into a new beginning. So you're reflecting on how far you've come and how far you've grown. You've got the Eight of Swords right now with that Fool, and that energy of feeling stuck, and I don't know what to do. I'll just stay where I am, feeling a little bit disempowered and stuck. This, I feel, is this, it feels temporary. Okay, so it may be, yeah, the saying is, as you move your way, navigate your way through November with the energy of I'm open for my new beginning, there may feel a sense of, oh, why isn't it happening now? You know, I want it yesterday. And just, we're going to allow that to dissolve and just trust that it is unfolding. You're not holding it stuck. You're not doing anything wrong. You are ready to move forward when the time is right. Right, tell me, we've got bottom of the deck. You're moving on from the Five of Coins and you're moving it on with the Magician energy. So it will shift. I want you to just alchemize, because that's what the Magician does. He uses his magic to say, any part of my life I felt stuck, perhaps being on my own. Five of Coins is very much alone, unsupported, feeling left out, feeling nobody notices me and nobody cares. It's a card of lack and scarcity, you know, financial scarcity as well. And perhaps you've been feeling very stuck in that space for a long time. But the Fool is here to say, look, we can have a brand new beginning, but we need to use that Magician alchemy to say, literally, I'm in my magic and I'm absolutely ready to step into that Fool energy. Don't let the past define you and hold you back from the future. Okay, just trust you're ready to move forward. And I like the fact that we've got the Eight of Swords with the Five of Coins. It tells me that you've been stuck in a bit of a pattern for some time, but you're now, with the Fool and the Magician, ready to shift that forward, right? Shift it forward. Now, I am attracting increasing happiness into my world, and that includes financial security. So the Four of Swords is saying, let's take a step back, let's rest, recharge, reboot, and be ready to hit the ground running when that energy of the Fool starts to really spring you forward, because it will. This November, and I'm not an astrologer, but this November, there are multiple planets retrograde. And when they do that, everything kind of almost grinds to a halt. And it's just giving us pause. Don't feel that it's punishing you. Feel that it's giving you time to just, as he is here on the Four of Swords, resting, just gather. And they're showing me a squirrel gathering your nuts ready for the winter. Just gather everything up, your energy, your time, catch up with yourself. Because when this hits, and the Fool is going to hit, you're going to hit the ground running, and you'll be ready because you're recharged and rebooted. Now, if this is to do with love, because they've just taken me back to the Lovers card here, let's say that you've had bad experiences in love, and so you've been blocking it, or you're just not interested in it for a long time, and this is where you can alchemize it. Let's take a step back and heal the past and the wounds from the past, and say, right, I'm stepping into my magician energy. Look, he's got magic in his fingers, in his fingertips are full of magic, ready to cast that spell and say, this is the law of attraction I'm activating, and I'm ready to meet the love of my life, or to heal, difficulties in an existing relationship, or if it feels absolutely right for me to leave this relationship and have a fresh start. Whatever feels right for you, I want you to follow your heart. That's what's important, Sagittarius. Follow your heart. Okay? Right, so we've got justice coming in with the Ace of Cups, balance, harmony. This is a happy new beginning. For some of you, this can be a contract as well. This could be marriage. This could be a mortgage, a new home, a job contract. Justice is karma. And when we put it with the Wheel of Fortune, which is also about fate and destiny and karma, we're saying that this is all absolutely meant to be. So, Page of Cups, I want you to look for the opportunities, like we did with the Page of Wands, of where you can increase your happiness, your fulfillment, your enrichment. How and what can you do to open up those opportunities for greater joy in your life? Because that is what you are moving into, greater joy in your life. All right? Let's finish off with an angel card for you. For Sagittarius, please, final message from the angels for November. Liberation. Liberating yourself from the old narrative, from the past, from limitations. You are ready to free yourself and take that leap of faith forward. All right, so nearly called you Capricorn there. Sagittarius, thank you so much for joining me. I hope it was helpful. If it was, drop me a comment, let me know, or a little heart or a little thumbs up or something. That'd be nice. I will be back every Friday with a collective reading, and I'll be back through the month with some bonus readings for you as well, all right, individually. Okay, I will see you soon. Have an amazing day. Lots of love. Bye-bye.